Hey guys, there is like genuinely like a 0% chance that the people at my job don't think I have fucking autism. And to be fair, I am fucking retarded, right? Like let's be real. We know. See, the biggest issue with me personally is that if I do something wrong one time, it's over whether I actually did something wrong or I think, oh shit, I fucked up. The second that happens, it's done. I go into like panic mode. My flight or flight response act. I knew today was going to be a fucky day because this morning when I checked the schedule, I wasn't scheduled in tech. Listen, a normal person, oh, okay, yeah, you signed up for this department. Maybe every now and then they'll put you somewhere else if they have to. You deal with it. It's not that hard. You're basically doing the same thing you're always doing. I see inventory. I was in that bed last night for like 15 minutes, stressed out of my fucking mind, going, "What does that mean? What does that mean? What do I do tomorrow? Do I go back? 15 minutes I was there last night. I fell asleep. Whatever. I wake up this morning. I got to work. The lady who's like in charge of like my whole like division, super nice woman, by the way, super very nice woman. She gets there and she's like, Mike, where are you scheduled today? And I'm like, I don't know, because on my training sheet it says I'm working tech, but on the app it's telling me inventory. So she's like, oh, okay, you're just kind of wherever. I'm going to put you in baby. What does that mean? The diapers, the baby food, the milk, just if it has to do with a baby, it has to do with Michael. That's what I was doing today. So she's like, okay, very easy day. First, I want you to do all these like whatever the hell things. It's like these bins that are like filled with stuff that I guess they got returned or whatever. I don't know. I put those out. It took me like an hour, whatever. After that, she says, okay, go take out the diapers, right? We have these like huge, like level, whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's a warehouse. I have to take the diapers out. I have to get them on this like pallet, push them out to the floor. I knew how to do it. I knew how to use like the fill slash like back restock feature. I knew how to do that, but I forgot. So she tells me to do that. I'm standing there for like 15 minutes just going, like holding like my device thing. I was standing up like this, but you can't see me. I'm standing there just going like awkwardly smiling at everyone. And then eventually after 15 minutes, because I had a walkie-talkie the entire time, I'm like, fuck, I have to walkie her. I have to use the walkie-talkie, so I go, excuse me, this is, I don't know why I get fucking, it doesn't matter. I radio her over, she tells me what to do, okay. I have to replace my little device because the battery doesn't work. I go to the back, I get a new battery, I come in, I can't do the fill thing. The option's not there. I radio her again. Oh, you just have to change your department. Okay, I go in the thing, boom, I change my department. Now your boy's pushing diapers. I get the flat pallet out. It was that I didn't really fuck up, but the issue is it's so narrow. There were like 3 times I held the entire lane up because I had to use this massive fucking ladder. And it's just such a narrow squeeze that people had to wait, and then I couldn't maneuver it was a whole ordeal. Eventually, I got all the diapers out, whatever. Now come act 3. She said, okay, Michael, after you do the diapers, I want you to do the priority pushes. What's the priority push, you may ask? And she told me, silver cart. It's the silver, like, cart thing that has stuff that's already been cleared to go out on the floor. It's already been cleared to go out. You take the cart, you go. You don't do anything else. You just take the cart and you move. I get to where the baby, like back stock area is, right? And I see the silver carts. And I somehow didn't see the baby one. So I'm like, wait, okay, well, she said grab a cart and get the baby stuff. So I'm assuming because I open up, right? I open like the app thing I see. And when I was doing the diapers, I had to skip a bunch of stuff because it was like diaper, baby formula, diaper, binky. Like, I'm only here for the diapers. So I reopen that app and it shows me like the back area where everything's kept. So I grab a normal one of the push carts. I walk it down to the baby aisle. And I just start taking out, right, all the stuff. I just, this here, boop, beep. I scan it, I take it out, put them on. I do that. I get the entire cart loaded up. It's a 3-tier cart. Instantly, right, I'm already kind of, I have a couple red flags because there's no railings on this cart. I'm putting like the raw, like applesauce packets flat on their thing. The second I do a little movement, right, they're going to wibble, they're going to wobble, they're going to fall off. And sure enough, I fill up the cart. I walk it to the elevator to take it down. They start wibbling, they start wobbling, they start falling off. I stop it like 4 times, put the stuff that fell back on. I'm going slowly. This is like the second story of like the warehouse area. So like the floors are made of grates, right? So it's already much more unstable. I get to the elevator and I'm about to press the button and I look over back at the silver carts. And not only is it the closest cart to where I was, the very first fucking cart that you could grab onto. Baby push. Like it's what I was supposed to do. So I see that and I stand there like this. I'm just because I'm holding the cart and I'm just like. So I instantly I turn around my red cart, right? I'm panicking. I'm like, fuck, I'm getting fired. It's over. I take the red cart around. I go back to the stock area. I just start restocking everything. About this, where did this go? Beep, it went here. I put everything back. It took me like 40 minutes to put everything back. And I finish it. I leave in 10 minutes. I'm like, fuck, I have to tell her, right? Because in my head, I'm like, I fucked up. It's over. I'm probably getting fired, but I'm especially getting fired if I did this and I didn't say it to anyone. So I stand there for about 5 minutes with the radio, just going like, and eventually I'm like, hey, it's Michael. What section are you in? And she's like, I'm in tech. I walk over to tech and I see her and I'm like, okay, here we go. And she looks at me and she's like, what's wrong? You seem startled. And I'm like, you know how you told me to do the thing in the back? I took the thing from the top area. I got the red button. I put everything on the red button, but I wasn't supposed to, so I put it back. I rescanned everything. I'm sorry. And she looks at me and she's like, what? I didn't say it that fast. That's an over exaggeration. But I did say it kind of quick and confusingly. So she's like, what? Say that again? And I'm like, you know how you told me to take the silver carts, the priority pushes, and take those out? Yes. I didn't do that. For some reason, I didn't see it and I grabbed the normal cart. I went to the stock area and I started doing from like the fill list, right? The fill list. I'm expecting she's going to be like, oh, God. Like, because I told her I fixed everything. I'm sorry. I'm expecting she's going to be like, oh, God, really? Whatever. And then she looks at me and she's like, oh, no, you're fine. Yeah, no, you could have just brought that out instead. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, if it said the fill thing, you could have just pushed it out. You didn't have to do it. She was like, and then she was like, oh, I feel you did so much extra work. And I was like, you know what? It's whatever. I was like, it's fine. She was like, are you working tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, thankfully I'm working in tech. And she was like, oh yeah, good. I'll try and make sure this doesn't happen again. But if it does, right, I'll make sure I keep you in the baby section because you know what you're doing now. And I was like, okay, sick, thank you. And then I left. Like, it's genuinely like, it's so crazy how like I think even for a minute I did one thing even remotely wrong. Everything's fucked. It just everything goes out the window. And she was even like, wait, why didn't you just radio me to tell me to come over? And I was like, I don't know. Because I started panicking. I'm not fired. I don't, maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll get there tomorrow and they'll be like, hey, wait a minute, what happened? And I don't, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. We're good. We're good. Another Mackle W. All right, everybody. If you made it this far, comment. Wow, twin, this was so Wow, twin, this was so insightful. And then 3 lightning emojis. And then the nerd face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's been your boy as always. If you like the video, consider subscribing. You want to watch me live, you can do that too. I have a TikTok. I don't use it anymore. I need to make more shorts. Join my Discord, I guess. Instagram and Twitter are there. Goodbye, everyone.